Okay, what's going on, family? Man, it's your boy Trapvision 3D. Welcome to not edited. This will be a not edited video. This is complete raw video. All right, so yesterday I did a short, and I did, want to give a shout out to Cliff and keeping up with the Griffins and my man Kyle, John Gangy. Um, Vic, and it's a host of you guys that hit me up. So on 2/22/22, went to work yesterday, and my first act was to go clean up a vehicle. I work at a car dealership, so um, my first act was to go clean up this vehicle to take it over to Carvana, and this is the interesting thing was I come back and I set up, I get, go through my emails and everything and see if I had any new leads or anything, which I didn't. And I have a paper, I actually have a notebook of stuff that I want to get accomplished throughout the day. So in mine, I have my work, I actually have the videos that I want to put out and stuff like that. I want to do some promotions and whatnot. And one of the assistant managers to the GM pulls me in the office, and the conversation went something like this. He said, why I'm pulling you in here? I said, no. He said, your performance, you have it, yesterday, the day before, I didn't meet the number of calls that I needed to make and some other stuff, right? And at that point, to be fair, now I'm giving you guys play by play. Now, I am full aware that when you give information like this, it can be completely one sided. So I'm not going to stray away from what I did wrong. So the day before, I did not complete as many calls as I should have given, and I didn't turn it. There's a sheet that they give you that you have to do. Now, keep in mind that every time you log a call or email, it goes into this database, so they see it. So he told me exactly what I did the day before. So he said, you didn't turn your sheet in, and that's mandatory. You left without telling anybody, and he brought up a lead I had 10 days prior that I hadn't followed up with, and he said, and then it's just like there's some other stuff. It was like a nitpicky thing, right? So I was like, okay, I wasn't. Now let me set the stage for you. There was the finance manager and the title clerk in here. General manager is not in here at all. And he said, well, I said, well, can I talk now? And he said, fine. I said, well, I told everybody I was leaving yesterday. And you guys stated that if I was going to leave early, just like, hey, I'm leaving early for the day. Is that cool? He was like, all right, yeah, bet. And he said, well, you didn't give him a reason why you were leaving yesterday. I said, that wasn't a part of what you guys said. You said if I had to leave early, it could be personal while I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may not want to divulge all the information. If I have to give that type, and then I'm like, look, I have an appointment, and it was one of those, like, nothing I said was going to go right. He said, well, this is a verbal warning. I said, okay. He said, your production hasn't been this. And he just went down the line of what I did wrong. And I said, well, can I talk again? I said, okay, as far as telling people that I was leaving, I said, I talked to the GM. He said, I don't give a rat's, you fill in the blanks, what you said, what he said. When you doing this, you talk to me. I don't give a that what happened. And I was like, okay, that's not necessary. And I said, all right. He is the GM, but hey, I said, I'm not trying to overstep my, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, what I say, I was like, I'm not trying to overstep your authority. He said, I don't give up about my authority. It's not about that. It's about you not performing and you doing this and you disrespectful. And I was like, how did I disrespect? Like, what did I say outside of you cussing at me right now? And I was like, and then I feel like, okay, I got this guy here and this lady here. Why they even in here? But whatever. So we had a few more things, and I said, well, to be fair, you want me to make 30 calls a day. I don't have 30 leads to call, and he's like, well, there's pages, there's work to do. This, I was like, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I don't even know what the hostility's about. Oh, wow, I don't know why I said that. He just got the cussing and fussing. And then the finance manager, I don't know what your problem is, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking like, okay. I said, all right, bro. Like I said, I talked to you. Well, who do you think you are? And when you TO, I said, I do TO. Who do you TO to? And when he said that, I'm like, y'all. I TO to y'all. I'm like, yo, I do my job. I said, now here's the deal. He said, well, you're always on your phone. True. I'm always talking to somebody. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I'm like, if that's a problem, I'll cut it back. You know, I'm either talking to my man John or Vic or my wife. You know, what do you want me to do? You know, like, you want me to stay out the phone? Fine, I'll stay out the phone. Well, you're always doing something. Yeah, it's called editing. But I hit your requirements. I call the people that you give me. Then I do a lot walk. Then I come back to my office. And then I do this. And I can't, you know, the thing about it is I started out doing promotion for the actual store. And I was kind of put it like, hey, you can't do that. I was like, oh, okay. So I don't do it. You know, I do reach out to people on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like private message, like, yo, if you're looking for a car, blah, 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 I'm at the place I'm at. And I'm like, okay. And I'm doing one of these numbers. Because to be honest, y'all, and like 100% honest transparency, your boy was pissed off. I'm talking about pissed to the festivities of all pissness. I was like, what is going on here? Why am I being? He was like, well, you're suspended until you get your act together. Well, he didn't say that. He said your S together is what he said. I was like, so I walk away, and I forgot I had the keys to a car in my pocket. So I come back to be taught. They calling me names at this point, and I can hear them through the little glass. They calling me names. I'm like, so when I gave him the key, snatched it. I'm like, yo. So I'm like, yo. And what do? My safe word. I get in the car and I call my wife, and I'm talking to her. And as I'm driving, everything that I want to say to them and do, I'm just furious. Now, there's a comedian that talks about the different signs, Aries and Aquarius and Pisces, Cancer. Oh yeah, your boy was an emotional madman. And in the refrigerator. Don't even try it. So I let you use your imagination on what your boy wanted to do at that point. But that left me at this position. I felt very disrespected, and I questioned. Now, you know, I try my best to follow Christian guidelines, you know, and I try to, that's how I keep myself in check. One of the things about Black History Month that I definitely appreciate is reading through what these people went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, dude, Booker T. Washington was one of my heroes, right? And I'm reading about how he even tried to fend off NAACP. He didn't want that to get started, you know what I'm saying? Because Mr. Du Bois was like, I don't like your tactics. I don't like how you're trying to get, you know what I'm saying, equality for us, because you're accepting some stuff. So I'm thinking, like, it put me in a perspective of like, okay, you got men that are trying to become accepted in society, and, you know, like getting the same education and all this other stuff. I'm thinking about all of the stuff that Black folks went through back then just to get up to this point. And, you know, I just saw a video on TikTok. I think he got like 1.5 million views, and it has a girl, a white girl. She had to be about 13, 14 maybe. She may have been older than that. She takes a black baby and throws it across the room, and then some lady be like, oh, I got bought by a white man, or whatever the case it was. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Is I got banned off of TikTok because I showed a fight scene, and said there was like a bully guideline. And it just shows that regardless of what Mr. Freeman and any other Black person on this planet saying, like, if you want racism to go away, ignore it. It's not. And you get to a certain point, And I don't believe all people are racist. I think some people are intoxicated with power. In this case, in my job, I think there is a power trip. And if I didn't know this, I had another coworker tell me that, well, you're not supposed to know this, but they're going to give us more of the sales because they feel like we're more proven than you are. I'm like, dude, I'm new. He said, well, they're giving you the scraps. I think it's garbage, but he said optics, it just don't look right. So I feel like, are they being racist at this point? I don't think, honestly, they may be. Well, I know one of one of the guys there, I lost out on a sale because he said, well, you know how he was talking about the different classes of cars and who likes different classes of cars. Some people will only do Toyota. Some people will only do Honda. Some people will do Honda. Some people will do Chevy. He said, well, when it comes to Chevy, us Americans, and he was talking to, I believe they were Hindu. And I was like, did you just say that to these people? Did you just refer to them like, we, man, you pointed like me, American man. Oh, I know fire. And I'm like, yo. And my coworker was like, he said, you lost that sale. I was like, oh man. So y'all, my biggest downfall I felt was being courteous and trying to be professional. I was taught how to be a professional when I'm at work. I was taught how to be a team player through my military experience. And now my job is on the line. They put me between a rock and a hard place. And now I'm in a position where I go back to this job, I'm going to be treated so poorly, so bad. I'm not going to be given good leads. They're forcing my hand to leave. And I think it was to kind of save themselves from something, because that same coworker told them optics don't look right. And I think after that conversation he had with them, I know he's trying to help me, but he actually put a target on my back. And now here we are. I haven't sold a car this month. Is it my fault? I mean, I'm doing the best I can, y'all, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing to sell a car, but unfortunately, I haven't sold a car this month. And if this gives you any indication, last month, we sold 16 cars. This month, I think we have 11 out so far, maybe 12. And it's not like we're pushing out a lot, but, and I'm not making no excuses for myself at all. I'm not. But I just wanted to give that side from that 1 to 2 minute video I put out, or 1 minute video I put out about me being suspended from work. This is a full explanation. It wasn't supposed to go 12 minutes, but I'm like, this is the best way I can explain it. And that part about history, I am taking the pain and accomplishments of my ancestors. How did they come through adversity? And I'm not nowhere near, like the adversity of what they went through, but there's a similar vibe here. I feel like I'm being oppressed. So right now, you want to see what success look like. You want to see, like, I don't have a success story from this. I'm fighting. I didn't get good sleep last night. Even recording this, what they said to me keeps playing in my head. You know what I'm saying? So I'm greatly affected by this. But I wanted to document this. And at one point, if you're going through some stuff, man, like if you're going through what you feel is hell, because my problem may be minute to you. I'm putting this out for the world to see. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how far this will go, but this is my bottom. You're looking at me at the very bottom. I don't have any tears in my eyes right now. Those were cried yesterday out of frustration. And I felt like, I got treated unfairly and I couldn't do anything about it. Felt powerless. My coworkers, the bosses made me feel like trash, honestly. And I'm just giving it and even if they watch this, you made me feel like I was less than a man yesterday. And this, I'd much rather you fired me yesterday than to pretty much spit in my face and you're suspended. You can hold power. That's fine. You can hold the power. But there's one thing, whether you believe in God or not, when you put negativity into the universe, young man, old man, and young woman, trust and believe. Trust me when I say this. I just pray for you that you don't have to suffer too much. I'm not saying you don't, you're going to get it. You're going to get your just due. But, you know what I mean? That's what it is. So I'm letting you guys know what I'm going through. what's happening, all 16 minutes of it, or just under 15 minutes. So, family, I'm gonna try to take my own advice and be blessed, or feel at least feel blessed. I'm not feeling too good right now, but I'll give you guys an update at a later date. All right. So until the next lightning strike, man, you all, man, be prayerfully blessed.